Hello and welcome everybody to round two of DeFRaG World Cup. My name is of course Crazy Al and I am joined once again by Donald. How's it going, Donald?
Hello, it's going good.
Nice one. And of course we got Adam pressing the buttons. Shout out to Adam.
Hello. Yeah, shout out to me.
Excellent. Right, we got some results, I believe. Let's dive right into it. I want to see some names on my screen. There's Zonder,
Ooh,
classic.
173 CPM runs. Is that more than last time?
I
Like
think it
last
might
round?
be, yeah.
That's actually kind of surprising. Given
That
how
was
long this map is, I
I
thought
know.
Turnip would be lower. But, Puni, quality maps.
Yep, strafe maps.
sorry.
Featuring,
I can't believe my boy Winrar Salesman is there.
He's alright down there, he's fine. He's ahead of Zonder at least, so that's good.
I mean, at least
Just
it means that
just
I've
barely.
beaten my hero.
Shoutouts to D-Tech. Arch Rhythm, 159.
Whoa,
Happy with that.
Let's go.
Raven.
Let's go, Raven. Aesthetic time, as always, double zeros. Scarecrow, fellow Twitch streamer.
So the exciting part about this is that it's sort of a repeat of 2017-6. This is a large strafe map that has perfect visuals and has a lot of downward momentum gain, like with ramps. So I'm expecting to see very interesting top placements here at the end of this. You're not going to see the usual household names of, weapon players. This is more going to be strafe players' playground, if you will. You're gonna see people like On and Temfex and other strafe players come out of the woodwork like that. We might even see Inder if we're lucky.
If we're very lucky. Yeah, we got
One thing
another Welshman as
that's
well.
one thing that's regrettable about long strafe maps is that VQ3 tends to suffer in terms of routing and execution because maps like this get so long in VQ3 that it's just hard to get a well executed run, even for top players, like at all throughout the whole week. So go easy on the
Um,
VQ3 boys.
yeah, sorry to interrupt you, but we're going to have a very special guest joining us right now.
Oh,
We've got Pooney. It's Pooney.
oh, the man himself.
Hello, Pooney.
Hello, gentlemen.
How's it going?
Good, good. How are you guys?
Not bad. Just looking at some of these results.
Cannot wait to see them. I'm just trying to pull
Oh
up
yeah.
stream.
Well, so far you've got more CPM entries than the previous round, which I think is very impressive.
Oh, actually, well, what are the numbers here?
167, I believe, or 76 CPM runs.
Oh,
So really a lot, actually.
oh wow, these times.
106. VQ3.
Wow,
Was that compared to last
that's
map,
a
if you
lot.
remember?
That's more than last map, I think. At last
Yeah.
map we had like 60 or something.
Oh,
Shoutouts to Defy Theo, 104th place. Just behind Cause, very sad. But he did get his is that a sub one? That is sub one from Chris. I didn't think he managed
Hmm.
it. Well done. Shoutouts to Sickly and Piotsky.
Raven top 100 VQ3.
Let's go. Worcester Wessel.
Doombro and Vessel also in VQ3 on the left there,
Behind
followed by
Cause.
Cause, followed by Demonor.
Yeah. We got Strahl in 87th. Shoutouts to the CPM boys.
A Welshman in 82nd.
True enough.
Jelvin, 79th in CPM.
Jelvin, come on, man.
And Zerg in 76th. Okay. Dude, Halvor beat
Or
Zerg.
yeah, and Narcos. Visa doing well in BQ3.
Yogurt in 69th. I'm guessing we're going to go top 30 again.
Yes.
And I'll remember to pause it this time. He says.
Crazy Owl. there
Crazy
he is.
Owl. 62nd.
Nice. I could have got a 53, but I didn't have enough time to grind. Yeah,
Beaten by
Zoot just
Zoot.
ahead.
Oh,
I haven't seen M16's name either, or Elam's. So that's
Zoot was
disappointing.
so worried about beating you. He
Yeah.
was so worried.
Fucking
Nice.
Elam, there he is.
Well,
And
yeah,
M16.
there they
God
are.
damn it.
Oh wow, some SJN members as well playing. That's
I
a
can live
Warsaw clan, I
vicarious.
think.
I can live vicariously through cans in 50th place.
Fucking legend. Toots as
Nice.
well.
Yeah, Toots just going to mention that.
Halvor
He's always
over in the
complaining
53.
about his snap zones being bad, but you know.
Oh, true. Halvor 46th in VQ3, actually.
Shit,
You're right.
yeah, that's nice.
Wow. Okay.
Wreath 41st in CPM. Boris on the left, beaten by Zerg. Meh is placing very highly, actually, in CPM. Yeah, now we're getting household names. We're just creeping up on top 30 now. Everyone that you have not seen is a contender for top 30.
Oh, Draconics 31st.
Not
And so
quite
low
as
as well, like 50 seconds, 50.8 and 31st place. It's pretty good.
true.
I'm excited to see how low these times can go. Speaking of that, I believe we should have some demos to watch. Starting off with the VQ3, of course.
Yeah, before I do that, just want to double check that Pooney can see my feed all right.
See your feet?
see, my, see my feed on Discord?
Nice feet, man. I can see, yeah.
Yeah, cool. There we go. All right.
Let's get into it. 30th place. Who do we have? VQ3.
Giselle starting us off today. A Russian player.
Can we see some lovely HUD elements? HUD sheets. You know the ones. There we go.
Okay, so this route is going to be, I think, the baseline for most VQ3 runs going forward.
Yeah,
It's going to be a matter of comparing the minor differences, like what snaps are hit where, and so on. But obviously, over the course of, in this case, a minute, those are going to add up real quick. You can see at this high speed, you're not always able to actually use the snap zone, and you can see that sometimes you have to miss a snap zone in order to hit the next one, and it's making the compromises at such a high speed that defines sort of the broader skill ceiling for VQ3.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Snaps in VQ3, I think, especially long maps like this, because it really comes into effect, like you say, high speeds.
All right, 29th place. Pascal. Oh, also, just in case somebody hasn't noticed, the map is mirrored at I think every junction, such that you can, play the map to suit your own playstyle, whether or not you do right or left-handed circle jumps and so on. It's just a quality of life thing.
Yeah, I like it. But I did hear some people complaining that there's like a container missing on one side.
yeah.
Was that intentional? No.
No, it was an honest mistake, and it's the
It
only
happens.
thing I've heard from the negative side, of course, and it's my honest mistake.
Yeah, to be clear, in previous years, there's been much worse backlash against maps, so I think Pooney's done a very good job.
Oh, absolutely.
Cheers, guys. Appreciate that.
I mean, coming from a person who really doesn't I'm not a huge fan of like big strafe maps like this, but I had a really good time grinding this throughout the week.
For sure, and I think aesthetics and sound work have a lot to contribute to the factor, especially when you spend so much time on the map, right?
Yeah, it's worth fleshing out the details so that it doesn't get as monotonous as quickly. There's no getting around that. If you're playing a map for a week straight, that's going to happen, but putting in the effort is what counts.
Exactly,
All right.
because you leave with positive feelings and you submerge yourself into the environment, right? It leaves a good impact on you as a player.
Yeah. All right, moving on to 28th place.
Pascal
we
took the
have?
top route. He took the ramp. I'm surprised.
So I'm not sure who this is. I would assume it's Our Room, maybe?
Yeah, it's not a name that I'm familiar with either, from World Cup at least.
Taking a different route though, going through the side there. Pretty good. Snapping, almost like not even bothering to snap across the zone, just kind of following the strafe as it goes. Seems more like an old school strafing style.
He also went for the top route at the very end. It's interesting.
Ooh, losing a bit of speed there with that skim though. I think that's the only major mistake I saw. Okay, apparently it is confirmed that this is not Our Room, this is a Finnish player. So well done to the anonymous Finnish hero. But now we're going to move on to 27th place. Recruit from Russia, I believe. Oh, interesting, using that pillar there to redirect his momentum to the left side, whereas I believe everybody else went on the right side so far. Puni, while you were making the map, did you consciously think about adding little geometric details like that for people to, you know, sort of play off of in their routing?
Sorry, what do you mean? Such as?
Like pillars and small clips that stick out from walls.
Yeah, of course. If every tiny little thing has been taken into consideration, except for that one.
Except
Pardon
for
my
that
language,
one
fucking
damn...
container.
A much better approach into the wall at the end there. You can see he didn't lose speed due to like an unlucky skim or anything, so... Well done, Recruit. On
Yeah,
to 26th place. Sorry.
that's fine. Just gonna say it was a nice run. Dino.
Dino. Sort of a newcomer to DeFRaG, I think, right?
I think he played a bit of Quake 3 DeFRaG back in the day, and he mostly played Warsaw DeFRaG. So not entirely new, but definitely putting a focus into DeFRaG that I don't think he did before.
Yeah. I love seeing that. I love when DFWC just gets people from every like community that's, you know, a DeFRaG-like game together, just all into one place, you know.
Capcorp's in chat.
Oh, that reminds me. Do we have a special demo for the end of the stream, perhaps?
Maybe.
Just messaged him about it.
I was
Do you
trying to
know
keep
so
it a
far?
secret, but
Go ahead.
oh, it's fine. Go on.
I mean, Dino's so far pretty clean. Not keeping up with the Seagas zone as much as he may have to if he were to truly maximize. But I think for him it was about keeping that pace consistent and just getting the run to the end there.
Yeah,
Well
and
done, Dino.
M16s just remind me. Fun fact about Dino. So he was, I think, I forget which side it was, but he was using whichever side did have the container, and then soon realized that there was no container on the other side, so he had to switch his playstyle to start strafing the other way. Rather than getting used to strafing the other way, he used reshade to flip his game output.
Oh, that's
So
genius.
he was still strafing in the same direction, but he was going the opposite way in the actual map, which is pretty
See,
crazy.
now that's practical. I'm surprised
Yeah.
reshade is not banned by the anti-cheat.
Well, that's the thing in Warsaw. That's a native in Warsaw. You can just do that with a
Oh,
console command. So I imagine that's where I got the idea from.
Do you think that's what flipped full screen and diabolical is supposed to do?
Maybe.
Because
Probably
what?
not.
There's no explanation for that. If there's
okay. I think that was 26th place, right?
Yes.
So yeah. All right. Moving on to 25th.
Top 25.
Unnamed player.
Could be anyone.
Crazy Owl on his alt account.
oh, do you want to know who it is?
I do.
Yes.
Well, at least according to the website, it's Tofu.
Oh,
Let's
he
go.
has been grinding VQ3, so. You can see here, compared to Dino, he's not at all really ever hitting the trailing edge of the C guys. He's always ahead of that by a healthy margin, at least in most cases. So this is what you want to do if you actually want to optimize your snaps.
I don't think Tofu uses HUDs at all, by the way.
Really?
Oh. There are a couple of players that don't use snap HUDs at all, and they're good.
And Dino said in chat that he doesn't use any HUDs either.
HUDless Mario.
Can you imagine? It's just the better way to play. All right, well done, Tofu. Gonna move on to number 24. Wait, Ace from Quake 2? Like, is he American on the website?
Yep.
Wow. Okay, that's impressive. Ace is like one of the key community figures for Quake 2 Jump. I think he runs a bunch of servers. I was not aware that he had such VQ3 skills. So I would assume that this is also another HUD-less player because I don't really see him snapping very much, and Quake 2 doesn't have snapping to begin with, so that's, I think, 3 HUD-less players in a row.
Let's go. Does Quake 2 have any kind of Segas?
It it does, and it only got it like a year ago. It's existed for like 20 plus years without it.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, well done, Ace. I hope to see you again on other maps. But now we're going to move on to number 23. Nice. Mapper, movie maker, and also the first person that we see taking the tight route on the reactor, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, very nice. Also organizer of the World Cup.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Taking the top route here like Muscal. Overall, pretty clean so far. I do think he's snapping. I do think he plays with the snap HUD enabled, so we've broken that streak.
Boo. Imagine using snap.
That's what you gotta do when you're trying to get into the top 22.
Absolutely. I practiced a little bit of snapping. Yo, it's Breach. He's quite an old school player, isn't he? Breach.
Yeah. Also a movie maker.
But yeah, I had practiced a little bit of snapping before the DFWC started. I wasn't really big on it before, but after this map, I feel like I've progressed a lot with Strafe. Specifically with snap zones, of course. Which I don't know how I feel about. I don't know if I like that or
Yeah,
not.
first he ramp jumps in Diabolical. Now he starts
Oh,
snapping in
true.
DeFRaG.
Shameful.
Yep. Shameless.
I have to say, when I first learned snap zones, it gave me a whole other like appreciation for good strafe runs, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we're getting to that stage where the runs are just kind of beautiful to look at instead of actually being like something I would commentate. So
Yeah.
well done to Breach for that. Now we're gonna go to number 21. Nebula. Let's see, does he take the inner route on the reactor? He does not. Could be that he's also playing without snap HUD. Puni, do you know by any chance?
I have no idea about Nebula.
That's fair.
The runs are all really, really clean, though, to what you said earlier. And they're
Yeah,
just getting significantly faster with each demo we watch.
Yeah, there's rarely ever a point where I'm like, oh, that's a mistake. Like, oh, they've messed that up. It's just a matter of execution and like minute routing differences so far.
Yeah.
Which obviously, like I said, over the course of a minute, in this case, over a minute, adds up. All right, that's gonna be the top 20 now, and I want to make a prediction. I think we will see, maybe not sub-minute, but I think we're gonna see pretty close to that. At least I'm hoping. Let's have at it. Dim in the top 20 for VQ3.
Is this the same dim from?
Yes, I
Strafe
believe
Storm?
so.
Nice.
I am very impressed. For those who were not there for the Reflex Race World Cup, Dim was one of the mappers.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
he deserves an extra shout out for that.
This map was really good as well. And the only one that Knight managed, sorry, one of the two that Knight managed to win over Woody.
That's true.
Or was that a different cup? I can't remember.
No, that was the one. It was that one and the Small Scythe map.
Yes.
This route looks different. I wasn't really paying it. No, never mind. It's the same. The map's just so big that I can't really map it in my head.
For me, I think the most interesting thing to see which is going to be the faster start. So taking the slick ramp up or going down and using the pillar, if you know like what I'm talking about.
True. The Muscal route that I think we saw Muscal doing it first, where you go up with the slick ramp on the side, as opposed to going in the center.
Yeah, and I'm very curious to see which one's going to be the fastest because that's been like our biggest question from the very start.
There's a question in chat. Is the movement called after whichever game is played, like VQ3, VQL, VQ2? Not as far as I know. VQ3 is the canonical name across games for me for this kind of strafing, which doesn't have air control. I don't know if anyone else would like to object.
Vanilla physics in diabotical is just called diabotical physics. I
Just
believe.
DBT for short.
I think it is VQL though, right? In Quake.
And Quick Live Race, it is called VQL, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then it's
I guess that
PQL
would-
for the CPM like.
Yeah, I would assume that's just vanilla Quake Live then, right?
Yeah, vanilla Quake Live and Pro mode for PQL.
All right, that's fair.
Because
Moving
VQL is
on.
actually different from VQ3. It's got double jumps and stuff like that.
Oh, does it actually?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And
Learn
plus
something
photo
every
hop if
day.
you want to be like
Yeah.
specific.
Oh, disgusting.
Stairs act differently as well, like when you jump on stairs in Quick Live. It's not like Quick 3.
And ramps are random.
True enough. Anyway, who's next?
Number 19. Sentinel. Again, a huge thanks to him and Zas for providing their packs of the DFWC 2008 and 2010 demos, which the archive was lacking up until then.
The bookkeepers of DeFRaG. Interesting
Okay.
call.
Inner route with the pillar, but I think that was a different pillar. So even in that inner route, you're gonna see people choosing different pillars to bonk against.
Shoutouts to Sentinel in the chat.
Not going inside that train carriage. I do wonder, I would assume that's faster if you get it right. Has to correct a lot at the end there, but it works out in his favor. That's still snapping just fine. And it's a 109.
Getting
Well done,
close.
Sentinel. All right, number 18. Effect.
I can't appreciate enough how difficult VQ3 really is compared to CPM.
Yeah, it's not easy to see when you're watching demos like this, but you're just at the whim of the way that your strafe is set up. There's not really any correction that you can do like in CPM.
Yeah.
Have to just commit to every single snap and every single turn. Some stylish half beat, I love it.
Yeah, that was fat. Yeah, like Halvor says in the chat, the start is really hard with threading the needle for the first 15 seconds of the run.
Towards the end there, he actually had so much more speed that you saw he had to skim that entire corner towards the ending room. And because that's an inverted ceiling, I think he lost some speed there. But he had to do it. Just had to commit. All right, well done. Moving on to number 17. Don, in 17th place? My god.
Nice. Well done. Even though
That's
he's
impressive.
my mortal enemy.
Why is that?
Just because he is.
Was a really, really nice start.
Yeah, so far it's just been clean. Actually doing a different bonk entirely, no pillar. Just using that like upper corner in the wall. I never knew Don was this good at snapping. So far, it's just been clean.
It's a little bit hairy right there. Those half beats.
It's for the style points, man.
Yeah, it looked good.
Oh god. Okay.
Yeah, that ending.
Wow.
Jesus.
A bit of
Now he
Monka
got
steer.
very nervous there.
Yeah. All right, well done, Don. Gonna move on to number 16. Brigand, who I think
Alright.
placed higher last round, but of course this is Strafe, it's a different ball game. I think last round he was the one with the crazy route with like 10
Yeah.
rockets.
Everyone's hero after round 1. I think this is everybody's favorite run. Well, in round 1 there was it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he's the guy that went backwards, like in the Secdier.
That is a thick half beat. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
He's still going.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Wow, okay.
I love this. This man does not need a W key.
I was gonna say, I love games that you don't need to press W to go forward.
Fantastic.
Well done, Brigand.
Prove
Right,
me if
top
I'm
15.
wrong, but I feel like if he's gone inside the container at the end there, he would have had way better trajectory towards the finish line.
I think he might have had a bad spacing for the skim inside of the container, though. I think he might have
True.
lost some speed because of that. Like, if he had gone into it. But we will never know, because there are 15 more demos to go through, and they're all over a minute long, presumably.
Yes.
Cat in 15th place. Yeah, so fast that he really has to take quite an unfavorable angle to even get up that ramp. So I think that's a hint that as we get faster, I think we may see players choosing alternate routes to cope with even better speed and even further forward spacing.
Good
Could
point.
be
yeah.
wrong though. Pretty good, pretty good. No major mistakes. Number 14. A Finnish player. I think he holds the world record in VQ3 Palms Line, or did at some point. That's all I know.
Well, he went so wide there.
I think he has to. I think his snapping is very good. Or it was to set himself up with better spacing for that ramp. That's also possible.
True.
God, these are all so clean. Okay, that was weird. What
Yeah.
just happened?
I have no idea what the hell.
I think he might have used the like half-open door of the container to push himself left, and then the wall on the left to push himself right. But I'm not sure.
It meant that you avoided that ramp completely though.
True. Do we want to go back?
Yeah, we can very quickly check it out.
Do you want me to fast forward, or do we just?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, this isn't really anything out of the ordinary.
Just tell me when to.
I
either
don't know.
slow
Kuni,
down
please
or-
tell me.
It's just before the I'll point it out. Just here?
Here, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Right here. Wait, that looked so much less eventful this time.
It is weird though. It does seem to intentionally bonk that door, and then all it well, I mean, I don't know, right? Maybe there's some spacing later on that helps him out, but he just completely misses the ramp because of it.
Yeah, weird.
Halvor says that I guess if you take the ramp, there's 2 total bonks. So you get the boost from the ramp, but there's another bonk later on that you have to take to readjust your direction. So I guess this is just an alternative to that. All right, well, that's fair enough. Moving on to number 13. Step. What was that?
Yeah, that was really specific spacing there, right?
Yeah, I think just dropping down to a lower platform, which in effect would put his spacing further forward. So I'm not
He
sure
also-
why he would do that.
Kind of like skimmed the start, which I saw a few people doing, like on Twitch, streaming VQ3 runs.
Breaking for the spacing, Halvor says. So far so good though, you can see him just holding that one strafe all around that turn.
Yeah, he's on these snap zones.
The speeds that these guys are getting close to the end are absolutely mental.
Yeah, we're at 1500 right now.
He almost got to 2K earlier.
We did. He
True.
broke 2K.
Oh, almost. Sorry, it was like 19 something.
No, well, it's on the HUD at the bottom left. It shows
Oh.
your top speed. And that was like 2030 something.
Jesus. All right, well done, Step. We're gonna move on to number 12. Wing, who I'm not familiar with.
Where are all the clan members? FPS and TH and Undead.
That is a good question. Well, Undead, I'm not sure we're gonna see very much, but
True. Sad story
player.
there.
an ET player. Well, that's fair. ET, I think, emulates VQ3 physics pretty closely, aside from their ramps, which are insane.
They got snaps as well in that game, haven't they?
True.
Snap zones.
But
Snap
apparently
HUD
a
is-
HUD-less player, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Ooh, okay. Avoiding a jump there for different spacing here. I'm not sure if that was just happenstance or if that was planned, because pulling that off successfully with like 1 or 2 frames of friction is insanely precise. Okay, but that spacing seems to be favorable. He can skim that last corner and actually carry a better trajectory into it as a result. Could we just like fast forward to that actually? Because I do want to see that again. I want to see how much speed he lost from not jumping.
If you remember where it is.
I don't. I'm sorry. Like here-ish. I would just play from here.
he's in the chat.
Oh, there he is. I think it's here. Yeah, okay. Was accidental, forgot to press space. Unlucky, but lucky, because he didn't lose very much speed at all.
Yeah, I know. Nice run, Wing.
No one planned spacing for the end of the map. Yeah, that's probably true. I'm probably analyzing a little too much there. With as long a map as this is, even getting a clean run at all is hard enough. Alright, but well done, Wing. That's number 12. We're going to go to number 11. Creeping our way towards that top 10. Damned Light at number 12. Also doing that, like, weird spacing there where they drop down for one jump.
So precise. The beginning of this map is insane.
Saw him grind this on a stream for a bit. It's a very, very impressive start.
Yeah, I want to say, now that streaming is unbanned... Oh, also that was crazy, jumping under that whatever thing was hanging from the ceiling. But now that streaming is unbanned, I've seen more people stream than I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. So many eyes on DeFRaG every day now.
It just makes you think how much publicity this game was missing out on when they were not
When they were
allowing
banning it.
streaming.
Yeah. Pretty clean. Not too shabby, 108. Gonna get into that top 10 now, though. There's 10 spots left, and I wonder who it could be, because I feel like there's more than 10 names missing. As you mentioned, like, very few clan members have shown up.
I know, I'm very, very worried here, actually.
Alright, let's get into it.
I purposely had to...
Zas.
Oh, Zaz. Hell yeah.
A question in the chat, who came up with DeFRaG? DeFRaG was a French arena shooter website that is where DeFRaG originated. And défi is just the French word meaning, I think, either defiance or definition, I'm not sure. So Zas did tell me that even he was not able to get a totally clean run, and even at the end of his grinding, there was still tons of green checkpoints to be had, so it's just testament to how complex this map is. An interesting skim there. It actually avoids the bonk. It just decides to skim the corner, sorry, the diagonal wall instead. Not too shabby though, pretty good. Well done, Zas. M16 does make a nice point in the chat. He wonders what the world record will be in a year, and I think that is an interesting question because we saw with 2017-6, which was a map that really held its value over time. Even, you know, I think a couple months ago, Goblin and An were still playing it and beating the world record.
Yeah, it was in War Cup, one of the DFWC training
I see.
weeks. So I guess that was why there was a bit of focus on it.
That's fair. Will we see this map in a World Cup 2 years from now? Who will know?
Hopefully.
All right, number 9.
Our plan is to make the map slightly easier for its official release, like at the end of the World Cup. Just primarily for the fact that it will have a better replay value for years to come.
That's an interesting approach. I think it'll be controversial.
And will it have 2 containers?
It will have 2 containers.
What about the signs? Yo, Edna. What about the signs on the side of the reactor?
Could
reactor
probably
1.
add them back, yeah. Keep in mind, I had to remove a lot of that stuff because of optimization issues.
Yeah, I figured it was probably something like that.
I want the eye candy version though for the official release.
Yeah, fuck Zonder and his shitty PC.
True.
Yes.
He's not playing anyway.
Showers to Zonder.
Enter pretty good so far. He is a member of the clan TH, but he does seem to have removed his clan tag, so I guess some other people probably did that too, and that might explain the absence of them.
Oh, good point, actually, yeah.
Going inside that container, that skim, I think not favorable, but he had to take it anyway. Alright, but strafing a little bit to the left there at the end to take the better corner angle before, when he hits that wall to angle himself towards the fan. Just the small details there. He had 1300 as opposed to 1100 at the end. Well done, enter. Gonna move on to number 8. Suburb, who we also saw coming out of the blue last time. I don't remember what game he's from, but he is a skilled strafer. I think he's Swiss.
According to the site, he is, yeah.
Another ET player. Where are these guys when there's like World Cups going on, not World Cups? A lot of half beating, pretty different route, I think. Kind of like what I'm seeing.
The wall clips are insane. Have you ever seen a bad ET player? Because I feel like anyone that comes from ET is really
It's just
good.
insane, yeah. Okay, in a route. That looked good. I think that is faster the way he does it. Oh,
Interesting.
Nice.
the only player I think we've seen so far take that route.
Wow, okay.
Taking that outer gate, I guess the angle he gets from the wall with that hero hit is better. Well done, Suburb. Now for number 7. Gonna see who it is.
Lucky number 7.
IVX8. Turns out that Baz and Anne and Woody didn't even play, and it's just gonna be ET players from here.
I imagine.
So as we move towards the top in VQ3, you're gonna see people like IVX8 just really try to squeeze every last unit they can out of these snaps, wherever they can fit them in. You can see IVX8 even like snapping over to the other side when it's like favorable. Just for like a couple frames. Just always oscillating like that.
Yeah, I really like that dynamic of how you use snap zones in VQ3 versus CPM, because the CPM you pretty much just go through them in a sequence, right? Whereas this is like you abuse the same zone multiple times.
Yeah,
without
it's more persistent.
yeah.
And IVX8 extremely happy with that run, or extremely frustrated. I'm actually not sure.
Could be either.
Ivix is really good. I can't, I have to go back and rewatch what he did on the up ramp at the very start.
You can do that. I'll answer a question from Halver in chat. Donald, how is this name pronounced? It is not a name. IVX8 is apparently just an illustration. You can see the I turning into the 8. At least that's what I remember from the folklore.
Interesting, actually, never knew that.
So pretty normal so far.
Yeah, watch how when he comes to the up ramp, to the slick up ramp here,
Right here.
he clips that vent.
He does clip the vent and also does not actually get up immediately. Do you think that may have been accidental, or it's to push him to the left so that he can make more use of the snap zone later? Oh, no worries.
He couldn't tell you, but that was something else.
Gonna get interesting from here. I think this was number 7, right?
Yes. Yes, it is.
We're gonna see, I think, more intricacies like that right here. Watch out for that vent on the right. Yep, when he's right, he does clip it. Snapping perfectly there, and I'm really not sure what that was all about. Holding jump as well while trying to get up. I would assume because he's holding jump, he expected to jump, and it was just an accident, but we'll never know. All right, on to number 6. Roots from Estonia, I believe. Going wide here. Very clean snaps. Not taking the slick ramp. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he avoided one bonk by just strafing at an angle that was too far inside, as opposed to actually bonking. So he turned himself with what degree of air control VQ3 has, as opposed to a bonk. And I think that explains why he has more speed throughout the rest of the map.
Crazy speed in that run as well. 2100. Over 2100 even. In the
Yeah,
end.
well done, Root. All right, the top 5, the big 5. Who could they be? Starting off with Delta.
I was
Very
literally just
good.
thinking Delta
Yeah, very
would
good
win this
placing.
somewhat.
Question is, does he get top 5 in both physics?
I think he can do it.
I think so, yeah.
This guy's already a world champion.
In Quake Live, right?
Yeah.
Also clipping that fan. I think he saved one jump on that drop, and since then the spacing has changed. You can see even with these like sort of minute differences in skill level, because this map is so long, even those small differences add up to totally different spacing like this, where Delta can not only take the inner route on the container, he can skim into it and have an even more favorable angle, which I don't think anyone else has been able to do. 105.
And a nice prediction in the chat from Halvor. Probably next 4 are going to be, in any particular order, Dex, Frog, Jotun, and Strangeland.
I would assume so.
You agree?
Well, I was going to ask for top 3 what your predictions are going to be and what order it is, but we can do top 4 if you want to, unless you want to see what the 4th place is before you know to.
No, I think predicting 4 is nice and spicy. I think it's gonna be 1 Dex, 2 Strangeland, 3 Jotun, 4 Frog. But honestly, it's a toss-up. I can see all of them.
Yeah, I really can as well. I couldn't possibly predict, but I would just agree with Donald.
All right.
Let's have it.
Let's see.
Ooh, Strangeland in 4th place.
Wow. Okay.
Does anyone know what place he was in the first round?
I can go back and check.
Third. Okay, so 3rd and 4th. You know, I'm surprised. I feel like we haven't had this mechanic in a while. Sort of like this situation where in VQ3 it's like 4 people who can take the first place realistically, because in 2017 I remember it was just Dex and Strangeland back and forth. But this, you know, with Jotun taking first place in round 1, And this time, it really just being a toss-up between all 4 of these players in terms of our predictions.
Yeah.
I feel like this is very exciting.
Dex was 6th in the first round as well.
Oh, true.
And assuming that he's in the next couple of demos, then it is currently, even though it's only 2 rounds, back and forth between Strangeland and Dex yet again.
All right, Strangeland 4th. Now we're going to see 3rd. Yotun.
Oh. After round 1 results, I don't even know what to expect anymore.
Yeah, I know, right? After Goblin 3rd in CPM. Oh,
Whoa, look at that. Talk about threading the fucking needle.
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That does allow him to keep more speed. It's just a straighter line, less bonking. I mean, 2100 is a given. Will he break 2200? No, he barely misses that ramp.
He has the exact same top speed as that run that I mentioned earlier. I forget who it
Delta?
was. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it was one before Delta.
I'm not sure.
I don't know, but yeah, same top speed. Which is pretty funny.
Damn. All right. Well done, Yotun. We could go back and watch that again
Yeah,
if you guys want.
I want to see that threading the needle again.
Should we watch the whole thing, or do you want me to fast forward?
Watch until then. It's not that far in.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, even the start is threading the needle. Just we've seen everybody do it.
If you want me to slow, just hit me up.
I think it's right here. No.
No. Next few rooms.
Coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in this room, I think.
Yeah, so you can see on the sides are the slick ramps that we've seen. And everybody else just went through the middle and switched sides. But Yotun doesn't do that.
Jesus.
Clips it
Does
too.
that huge skim into huge step up.
Keep this rolling till the end if you don't mind, because I want to point out the container at the end that you can go through. He doesn't go inside of it, but he clips the wall prior to it, which gives him a phenomenal trajectory towards the finish line.
Yeah, right here. Skims the wall before it, which means that he has a more sideways angle into that bonk and loses less speed. And then also here, just a different trajectory towards the wall. Almost too fast, actually. Yeah, he can't even correct at the end, and then he gets bonked by the other wall. All right, well
Crazy.
done.
Frog?
Now,
Frog number 2?
Frog or Dex? It's got to be either. One or the other. Dex second
Dex
place.
number 2. What is going on?
This is crazy.
How many years in a row has this man been number 1?
Oh, 10? A lot of years.
He did originally say on YouTube trailer comments that he was not going to be participating.
Oh, so this is him like casually participating, just having fun.
I have a feeling that's the case. I imagine this man doesn't have that much time on his hands these days anymore. But still, that's phenomenal how fast this guy is.
True, Baz said that too, and here we are.
Oh yeah, Bass did say
That's
that
Zeal.
too. I think they saw the prize pool and they were like, nope, we need to play.
Biggest prize pool ever in the history of DFWC.
Money talks.
I have just updated this morning the prize pool. We are at 7,400.
It's crazy.
All
Well,
right.
we do know who's right on the money in this round. At least we can guess on number 1.
If it's not Frog, I'm leaving.
Another ET player. It is Frog, of course. Team Croak. You have to wonder what route he takes. That was insanely clean, actually.
This guy is just too fast for the map.
He bonk on the pillar, not doing what I believe Yotun did.
Yeah, Jotun.
But this speed gain is insane, so I'm expecting some wacky spacing towards the end. I wonder what he does with that container. Dude, all these ramps. 2179. Jesus. Yeah, see, he's too fast even for that skim for the wall before the container. So
Yeah.
he does his best and just skims the container instead. Man, that was crazy.
Absolutely crazy, yeah. The
Let's
fact that
watch
he's
that
able
again.
to gain so much speed and just do a casual run, like, you know what I mean? We didn't see anything like crazy like Utune, for example. But
Yeah.
he's just mentally fast.
Even very early on in the map, there's this thing where they jump over like a small thing right here on the floor. And I think he takes a route that nobody else has been able to take because he's able to skim the corner right after it and just keep all his speed throughout that section where I believe everybody else has been bonking. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe even at that point, he was so far ahead in terms of speed gain. Of course, that snowballs through the rest of the map, which, even though it only amounts to like 0.3 total savings over Dex, is still huge. Half beat all throughout that section as well. Well done, Frog.
Yep. Well done to everyone in VQ3. Absolutely masterful demos. What a top 30 to watch.
Do we have a VQ3 whiz or just CPM?
Just CPM.
Okay. I will be right back in like 1 minute. I guess you guys can do like 1 or 2 demos without me. I'll be right back.
Yep, not a problem. All right, let's see it. Top 30. Who do we start off with? Certi, let's go. Nice skip at the start.
My bad, my bad.
Don't worry about it.
We're seeing overlay.
Oh no.
Yeah, yep. You can see, but they couldn't. There we go.
Oh my god, it's Certi. And 30th place. Wow, when he does the skip.
I'll be very
Excellent
surprised
detail.
if there's going to be any demos without the skip at the start.
It could happen. But yeah, I guess I'd be surprised. And Certi told me about this route at some point through the week, going going that lower route. And I can't wait to see some people, because I know people are just going to skip over that water part entirely and not have to go diagonally, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, massive shout outs to Certi doing so well in this DeFRaG World Cup so far. Especially for a fairly new player to the whole genre. It's pretty insane to see him doing so well.
What
So, yeah,
game is he
big up
coming
to
from?
Certi. Diabolical.
Oh, no way.
Alright, 29th place. Who do we have? Zon. Also, shout outs to the left side gang.
Alright, I'm back. I see Noob Zorn in,
Yeah,
I would guess 29th.
Yes, Certi was in 30th place.
Fucking badass. Very impressed.
Don't feel bad about missing City's run, because so did the chat.
The speed is already insane. I can't even imagine what this is going to be like top 5.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Speeds already.
The direct contrast to VQ3 kind of just makes it clear.
Yep.
Almost 2500. Almost.
All right, number 28. Lith.
Wow.
Okay. I guess Lith taking his usual approach of, not really tryharding too much. He does that in DFWCs.
I think round 1 wore him out so much.
What was that?
True.
Did he just do a little double jump there? On
I
something?
was not paying attention, I'll be honest. We can watch it back, though.
Yeah. Doesn't care about ramps. Really doesn't care about ramps.
At all.
He likes this one though.
He almost actually even skips that one wholesale as well. Yeah, I think that was 1 frame between the two, Noobzorn and Lith. So
Yes,
even down
wow,
here,
sorry.
pretty tight timings. All right,
Oh yeah,
well,
can
number
we just see
27.
the?
Oh no,
Can
yeah,
we
right.
just see
Sorry.
the beginning of this very quickly. I'll tell you when it's slow mo. I'm not quite sure what he did, or even if I might just be imagining it, to be honest. Like slow mo here. Sorry, I lagged big time. Sorry, just keep going. But yeah, definitely looks like he's stolen my route of avoid all the ramps.
I assume that a lawsuit is pending.
Oh yeah, you better believe it. Nice run though. Who's next? 27.
Capcorp. Takes this inner route. Did we see that yet? Did we see anyone take that ramp?
The skip,
The
yeah.
start? Okay.
Serti did it in the first demo, and then Zorn skipped it on the next one, or maybe it was left, I don't know.
Double jumping on that container. That's interesting.
Nice, clean across the mid there. I guess that's what the double jump on the container's for. Spacing.
Just looked clean, honestly. There's nothing wrong with it.
Well strafed.
I'm just happy to see Capcorp top 30.
True. Well, we'll see him top 1 later on, but that's a different story.
Oh, did he
True.
frame left as well?
Did he?
Yes, 50.4 flat for Lith and 50.392 for Capcorp.
Nice.
All right, number 26. Procky Pop. I remember in 2017-6, which was that other infamous strafe map, sort of these lower, quote-unquote, ranks were very tightly grouped. And then as we got towards the top, there were just bigger and bigger gaps, and Inder ended up being like, I feel like a second ahead of whoever was in second place.
Really? That's
So,
crazy.
I wonder what we're going to see this time.
Excellent speed here. Oh, is he going
Yeah,
to get
almost bonking that ceiling, actually.
it? Yeah, gets the ramp. Well, skipping this one, unfortunately. And yeah, he's not too happy about it.
Yeah, not even strafing there. He knew he had a great line at that ramp, and he just wanted to bring it home.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well done, Pop. Now number 25. Boss. One
I
of
don't know
those
why.
players.
Sorry,
Yeah,
go
go
on.
ahead. Well, one of those players that you don't like. I don't personally see around very often, but every time there's a DFWC, they just show up and cameo in like one of the top spots.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. And in DeFRaG, there's quite a lot of offline players, people that never play on servers ever.
He makes that ramp look easy. $50.3. Like I said, very tight groupings right now. That's number 25. Number 24 coming up. Minova, I think from Belarus.
Manoa was in my chat earlier saying that they didn't think they were going to get top 30. And they wanted me to show the demo anyway. So I'm glad that glad that he did make top 30 now.
Should pat himself on the back, honestly. What are the chances Mystic is in top 10?
All the ramps. This is the first run over 2500 max speed as well.
Very close to getting sub 50, I think 4 frames away. Well done. Gonna move on to number 23.
23 is a good number for Mystic. It's a good look on him. Not
Storm.
yet.
I think I remember him being very active in fast caps when that was still on its own website.
See how he crosses between those pillars there? Rather than take the left or the middle route?
I think that might be down to just better snapping that you get from that angle. I think it's more convenient to hit that big zone.
I just never considered it, and I feel like an idiot now for not considering it. It was always one or the other to me. I didn't consider that I could do both.
That's the process.
It really is.
Learn from people like this. Yeah, again, towards the end of the runs, you see these people just sort of freeze up and just AD towards the end because this is probably the best line they've gotten in like hours of grinding, and they just want to bring it home. But as we move towards those top 5, top 10, you'll see people try to squeeze every last unit, even towards the end of their runs, because they have to.
Was that the first? That's the first sub 50 as well, isn't it?
I believe so.
It is indeed, yeah.
Very nice.
All right, number 22. Delta.
Wow. I would have expected Delta to be a lot higher.
Yeah, you did question whether he made top 5 in both physics.
Yep.
Did not. Not to take away from his achievement in VK3, of course.
Yeah, right side Nibistic. You're not wrong.
It's the second person we see take the right side.
Nice ramp. Just barely making it. It
You can see
reminds me of.
Delta. Oh, sorry, go
Sorry,
ahead.
go on. No, that's fine. You've got a relevant point. I don't.
Well, towards that, like in that ending room where Storm was just ADing, you can see Delta was trying to strafe, but it's so hard to not only weave through the pillars left and right, but also set up like a good snap zone that even though he tried, he couldn't make it happen, and that's fine. It's just really, really hard to strafe well at this level, especially at the end of like a 45-second run at that point. Do we know what his time was, Delta's?
49.856.
Yeah, it's still really tight then. That's still like 0.4 from Lith, I think, who was like 28th or 29th.
And as Mystic has put in the chat, I don't want to excite you too much, but I do have the new map we can have a look at.
Nice. Let's get through the rest of these runs. 21st
All right.
place.
Torner, who, shoutouts to him, was also participating in the Reflex Race World Cup, I believe. Just maybe under a different name, I'm not sure.
Torno did quite well last week as well, didn't he?
I believe so. Clean across.
And yeah, no skip as well at the beginning.
Ooh, really has to thread the needle there. His spacing wasn't working for Skim, so he has to just try to get through that container tight spot as best he can.
Want to do a quick pop quiz. Do you remember what Delta's time was?
The same as this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's crazy. Even over such a long map, all those tiny differences like sort of cancel out, which I guess is just sort of the hallmark of a really well balanced map. So compliments to the chef on that. Moving on to the top 20. Beatrix.
Or Arataro on the website.
I'm not sure. It's just like this name spells Beatrix in Cyrillic. So
As in the mapper.
Yeah, and I don't think that's him as a player, is it?
no, Beatrix is very good at strafing. He's streamed before as well, like under twitch.tv Q3 Beatrix, I think.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've seen him streaming a few times. Top right.
I don't think we've seen this, have we?
No.
That's a first. Damn, very cool.
Yeah, once again, 100 milliseconds from the previous time. So just inching towards those better times. Very tight grouping so far. But we're going to move into the top 20 with the number 19. Tux.
Hey.
Hey.
Wow, the snapping is extremely pronounced in this run. Just flicks back and forth.
Lovely skim. Clean.
Again, it looked so different, but that's like 30 milliseconds, I think. Like the most minute time save. Just kind of blows my mind. But yeah, well done, Tux. Now number 18. Strangelove.
So close to bonking his face on that. Wow, this spacing is perfect. It seems.
All he has to do is thread that needle on the container. And also hit a pretty gnarly double jump after. I'm sure that has killed a run or two.
Yeah.
Was
No,
that the same
Chris.
time again?
It was.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
That's crazy.
Damn, alright. Well done, Strange Love. Gonna go to number 17. Delirium, who we also saw streaming.
Hey.
Yeah, shout outs to all the streamers. Big time. Fantastic speed up that ramp already.
Not much to say, really. It's just a really clean, nice looking run. And again, like 5 frames. No major margins right now. All right, well done, Delirium. Move on to number 16. MFX.
From Chile!
Oh, that was interesting. Using that skim to sort of push his spacing back so that he can have a more direct angle on the ramp and get less height from it.
Yeah, clean across that water as well, and it looks to me like he used that blue container, the sort of suspended container, to get just the right spacing for it.
I think he did, yeah. Threading the needle but not going for that double jump seems to be the better spacing. With that fat skim at the end, very well done. On to the top 15. TXR.
Hey,
Hey.
he did submit. I reminded him to submit.
Sorry, have we seen M16?
He was below.
Ah, okay.
He was 55th. Sorry. Just shout it out.
Using that that's stress relief, I think.
Yeah. I wonder if that's celebration or frustration. But yeah, I think he's happy at the end of that.
Yeah, 0.3, that's kind of, I think, one of the bigger jumps we've seen. Well done, TXR. Now on to number 14. Rainfire.
There he is. Right side though.
Is it safe to say that people using the right side of the map are the minority here?
I think so far, yeah.
I think if you're right-handed, if you use your mouse with your right hand, it's more natural to go to the left.
Interesting, actually. Yeah, I wonder. I really wonder now.
Ooh, a bit of a hectic ending there. He must have saved a lot of time at the start, though, to be able to place this highly. But either way, well done. That was Rainfire on number 14, and we're going to go to number 13.
Yeah, Zeal makes a good point. Rainfire's from the southern hemisphere, so he would go the other way around, right?
Oh yeah, Coriolis effect or something, right?
Yeah.
All right, number 13. Nice.
Wazzle dazzle.
Oh, it is
Knight.
nice to see Knight.
And I have confirmed from Knight that he did actually turn on snap zones for this round.
Yeah, we lost another one, boys.
Yep. Oh, so clean.
Yeah, Knight's runs are always very just kind of mesmerizing to look at because his mouse movement is so freakishly smooth.
Robotic as well, like smooth but robotic. Like his
Yeah.
side switches, his flicks are so on point.
Oh, good spacing here. Yeah. He could have had a much fatter skim there. I'm not sure if he was just scared or if it's better to not skim and just take those couple of frames that you would lose by skimming with you. But either way, a very well done Knight. And number
Scared
13.
100%.
Okay. All right, number 12. Hastavari. I remember this time who this is. Actually kind of surprised to see him placing so highly on strafe. I'm impressed. That's a lot of speed. I feel like that's the biggest peak speed we've seen. It's still rising.
Yeah. 26. That's
Good
crazy.
lord.
Oh yeah, 26. That is the highest we've seen so far.
All right. I mean, I guess the idea there was just skim, 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 and just try to keep as much speed as you can throughout the whole thing. Well done, Hastavari.
And we are having like quite consistently like high jumps, like you were saying earlier. So like TXR 49.3, Rainfire 49.2, 49.1, 48.9.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm expecting that to ramp up as we get into top 10 here. All right, number 11. Dimon. AKA Tutti Frutti.
And Zeal makes a pretty good point. It's interesting that we're still seeing different routes in that first room. Taking the skip versus not taking the skip.
Yeah, again, I think that's just down to excellent map design. So once again, thank you, Puni, for giving us a great map.
You guys are more than welcome. Thank you for the positive comments. I was gonna say that the skip at the start. Some people, early stages of the map, said it's obviously gonna be faster, but I was thinking that because okay, if you take the shortcut at the start, you're not gaining a lot of speed because going around the reactor, you're pretty much snapping to one zone and gaining so much stupid speed, right? So it was very questionable, and I'm very happy to see that people are still not using it and using it.
Exactly. I think those people who judged the map too early have egg on their face now. And I think they're going to continue to get more egg on their face as we get into top 10 here.
I think so.
We did have a question in the chat. Explain it like M5. When do I turn with AD and when with just W?
I guess I'll tackle this. So AD and W on a basic level perform the same thing. If you're not trying to optimize to like this kind of level, you don't have to care. When you do have to care, it's a matter of W moving your velocity in a different angle than AD would. So like if you hold W and you turn to the left or the right, you are actually pointing your velocity ahead of where you're looking, like ahead of where you're turning. Whereas with AD, you're perfectly aligned, and that factors into what kind of snap zones you can hit when you try to like when you get back into the strafing. So I don't think an explain like I'm five explanation does it justice. It really is just a matter of detail with
Yeah,
snap zones.
it's a pretty complex question, and is you get different answers from people depending on what situation you're talking about. So I think the best thing to do for new players who also struggle with that is to just pay attention to what other people do, and you kind of
Yeah,
get the feel of when you should be W turning versus when you should be AD. You know what I mean? It's all it just comes it becomes a second nature at some point. You just get a feeling, and obviously snap zones heavily influence when you're going to do that.
exactly. To be clear, just imitate what other people do on a map per map basis. Like just imitate what they do on the same map as them. It's hard to learn across maps when you don't have much experience in the first place. Yeah, I think that's that. Yeah, I would move on to the top 10 now. Number
Let's
10.
go.
So I'm not going to ask you for like any specific predictions, but are there any names that you're expecting to come up in the top 10?
Oh, easy. Goblin, Baz, Woody, on Frog. I think he's a great CPM player as well. Uh, Definitely missing a bunch, but those are the ones that pop into my head, and I'll be surprised, pleasantly surprised by everybody else that I see.
All right.
We haven't seen the name Roman yet.
True. But starting off with Icarus, I guess, that's to be expected. A bunch of sort of clan members, I guess, if you just want to call them that. But of course, these people are great players in their own right. Icarus and people like Dimon.
I can't tell if we are to expect Frog in top 10 CPM as well.
Hmm. I mean, it just depends on if he played it, really. I think he can do it. It's just a matter of whether or not he had the time to commit to it.
That's what I'm thinking. Due to the nature of how long this map is, I think some people committed to grinding only one set of physics.
Yeah, definitely. Icarus, pretty good run. Just sort of cleanly getting through it all. Nothing, no standout route, but still well done. Gonna move on to number 9. Oh, I forgot who this was.
Bibs
Oh, Bibbs, yes.
or Beebs, I think.
So not only not taking the skip here, but going the long way around, even.
Yeah.
What does he know?
Just more speed, I guess.
I
wonder
guess
if
the
we're
idea.
gonna-
No,
Sorry,
go
go
ahead.
Oh, I was going to
Why?
say really quickly, if we're going to see anyone using the shortcut top 10, and I kind of strongly doubt it, because you can see without the shortcut, people come out of that first room with about 1,200, give or take, more.
Yeah.
Never underestimate On and his snap zone wizardry.
True.
Yeah, Bibbs here came out with 1,300 after the first room.
Taking the left
Pretty
gate as
crazy.
well. That outer gate. I
Clean.
think, especially with Strafe, all cards are on the table when it comes to routing. With people like On, who are just like another step above everybody else. We're gonna see just what route these people use as we go into number 8. Well done, Bibbs, by the way. Dizzy, nice to see him as well.
Oh, from
From Xenotic,
Quake?
yeah.
Yes. Shout outs to the Xenotic players as well. Xenotic DeFRaG World Cup is ongoing at the same time, unfortunately, but these things happen.
Oh, wait, is there a World Cup on right now?
Yeah.
Or yeah, it started in the same week, actually.
Oh,
So for Dizzy to take time out of that schedule and play here, I think is very cool.
Like you said earlier, money talks.
I remember it was the case in 2019 as well. I'm glad you guys brought that up because yeah, maybe we can coordinate that with them next time. It's really nice seeing players from other games participate in this, especially ET. I've never seen this many ET players. And Zonotic,
same.
like shout out to everyone.
Yeah, I
well,
think that because we ran on the information that DFWC was going to be in September for quite a while, I think they might have run off of that information as well. And
True.
then, you know, obviously it didn't work out like that.
yeah, it just happens. You know how it is. All right, that was Dizzy in 8th place, I think. So, could you tell me his time, perchance?
48.4 flat.
48.4 flat. So we have had some pretty big jumps then to get here. I wonder if number 7 is going to be sub 48.
Let's find out.
Hawks.
Interesting crossover.
Just barely weaving through that ceiling.
Yeah, it looked like he wasn't gonna make it for a second.
And also doing that double jump there to get this skim. Now the question does like sort of form in my head. Did you also shape all of the ceilings, Puni? Like to accommodate for people weaving in and out at
Yeah.
different spacings?
Yeah,
That's
we
cool.
had trouble. Lots of ceilings had to be lifted once we started the testing in CPM because the map was getting like really ridiculously fast. So it lifted up as much as possible with consideration that no one can kill a run.
I love that. Just tons of quality of life changes. All right, that was number 7, right? So number 6 is
yeah.
the next one. Okay.
And
Let's
that
see.
was 48.1, by the way. So still not sub 48.
Okay, but still a pretty big jump nonetheless. And Zoot rating us. Quasar in number
Let's go
6.
Quasar.
I don't believe you predicted that when I asked for the top 10.
I did not. Yeah,
Famous
no spoilers
diabolical
allowed.
pair. I
Oh,
love
sorry.
that. Famous diabolical pair, Quasar. He did do quite well in the diabolical events that we had.
Just beautiful snap zones, though. With Knight and Quasar, it's just these insanely smooth, sort of like, yeah, almost robotic-looking movements, as I'll put it.
And there's that really fast double jump to make the skim later on as well, at the end.
Looked effortless. Okay, this I think is a more interesting prediction to make. Top
Yeah,
5.
I was going to ask you, do you want to do top 3, 4, or 5?
I do want to do top 5. I think the people who are in top 5, 100% have to be On and Woody, Goblin, Baz, and then number 5 is a wild card for me. Not in that order, to be clear. I just think those 4 people are a deadlock, like 100% for top 5.
I can't think of a fifth either. Yeah, what the hell?
It's just going to be another ET player, just coming out of nowhere.
Stay,
Imagine.
perhaps? I don't know if Masty submitted. I haven't seen his name.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I guess we'll see. I'm really not confident enough to like make ranking predictions because like again, it's a toss up. It could be any of these players at number 1. So I think we should just get into it, no?
Okay.
Let's go.
Source. Could he be the missing piece?
Back on the skip. I think the last 2 runs did the skip.
Ooh, maybe they were right.
Just looks effortless, like you said earlier. Look at this speed. That's crazy.
2657 peak. And actually still rising towards the end. That's crazy. 2669. What a great number.
Surprise!
What's that?
47
Quasar was also in 5th.
Oh shit!
Oh!
Yeah.
Man, even wow, okay, even 5 and 6 are tied. That's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
the 3rd tie we've had, at least in the top 30.
Damn. I wonder, I mean, yeah, I guess with the rating system it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's fine. All right, well, congratulations to Source for being in the top 5.
So what I'm
number
realizing now
4.
is that I think the meta is to have a clan tag with like a a high alphabetical letter, just in case you tie, and then you might be able to beat, because that might be why DR1 Source has beaten FPS Quasar.
Yeah.
True. Luckily, of course, with the EE system, it's just the time that matters, not the placement. All right, number 4. I did say that the 4 people I would predict to be, absolutely 100%, and Woody, Baz, and Goblin. So let's see if I'm right. That's Woody in number 4.
Wow. He's not even representing his own clan.
True. I don't think he was in the previous round either, though. But I'm not sure.
Oh, haven't seen that yet.
Interesting little switch up. That puts the spacing further forward. Did he miss that ramp?
I think so.
It
I
looked
don't
like
know.
he did.
He
Same
did
as
have
this
tons of
round.
speed. So, true. Number 4 in both cases.
2669 still to be beaten.
True. I would say we don't have to watch this again. I just want to see number 3, 2, and 1 because I think that's where bigger differences can be seen. Baz? No way.
Baz did say when we asked him that strafe rounds are where he's gonna trail. I say trail. He's still in 3rd place.
He's still in 3rd, yeah.
Yeah, but comparatively,
This makes someone else an extremely exciting prospect for this DFWC.
yes, absolutely.
Not opting to go for that double jump, his speed is enough to just make it to that skim on its own. That was, what time was that?
47.336.
Okay. So number 2,
I don't even
number
know what to
1.
expect anymore. The results this World Cup are so weird.
I mean, I would predict Goblin number 2. Amazing player, but I think that there's still something separating number 1 from number 2, you know what I mean? Let's see if I'm right.
They might be tied.
Oh,
Might be, don't rule it out.
that has to be Goblin. That's
is
such a
Goblin.
nonsense. Yeah,
Absolutely.
okay.
Let's go Goblin.
I
Takes a
do
skip.
miss the don't drugs era of Goblin
Yeah.
names.
True. That
Nice
quick little
crouch.
crouch there, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at this speed. Already in the
26.
2600s.
Jesus.
That's crazy
love
fast.
that. Let's watch this one again, I think. I think Goblin deserves some time in the spotlight.
I think I just want to see where he's getting all this speed from. Like, compare this to Woody's run, right? You could see the significant speed gain this guy has.
Yeah, towards the end, actually, you can see him like wiggle back and forth to delay his spacing so you can still make it happen with that skim. Like
Yeah,
he was
Woody
going too
also-
fast.
Yeah, Woody also missed that big red and white ramp, I think, which would have cost him a lot in speed.
Right. Yeah.
True.
Like right here, Goblin gets it very nicely.
He's just constantly gaining speed. Holy shit.
But still not beating the max speed that we saw earlier, 2669.
True. I think that's about to change, though.
Yeah, you think so?
I do. Number one, I think we can all guess who
Wait,
it
what-
is.
What was Goblin's time?
47.056.
Oof.
Sub
We're gonna say
47.
46.
Watching some random ET player.
Bibs again.
And it's Zoot.
No. Oh my god.
That's a throwback to a diabolical stream.
And, of course,
I would be extremely shocked if it wasn't Anne. Like, this is
Yeah.
just his territory.
Whoa.
ignoring the ramp. And there it goes, he's beating the max speed.
Jesus
Actually has to do a
Christ.
wall hit there on the container
Yeah, that's
to keep it under
crazy.
control.
Monka steer for sure.
That's crazy.
And what was the time?
That was 46.848.
Fantastic.
46.
That's a pretty big jump as well between first and second.
Yep.
And he goes to the right side, and he takes the skip. Everything we know is wrong. Everything we
True.
thought we know
Yeah,
is
can we,
wrong.
get, can we get a lot of guys in to commentate next week?
Not much to
Just
say.
So clean.
Yeah. Just, I mean, on runs are usually just a thing of beauty, so. Can almost never find a fault with them.
Yep. Apart from he went to the right side.
True.
Well, congrats to Anne.
Yeah, that's Anne first, Goblin second, Baz third, but I do think we have, well, don't we have another demo?
We have one more demo,
Yeah, we do.
even faster than Anne. Shout outs to CabCorp once again for providing us with these demos. You want to see the processed one, Adam?
Yeah.
I know I want to see the processed one.
Yeah, we'll show the processed one. This is a smoothed version of the task runs that we see from CabCorp.
Yeah,
So
this
it's
is
not
the
quite as
this is Mystic's demo.
yeah, it's not quite as bad for your eyes, these smooth runs.
Yeah, due to the nature of snap zones, when you can see the bot sort of accelerating in a straight line like this, they're actually, in reality, flicking back and forth, left and right,
Yeah.
constantly.
Ridiculously fast.
The wall clip.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we can see that one more time.
The chat wants to see the unprocessed.
Okay,
Give the people
Why
what
not?
they want, no?
close your eyes, Adam.
There was a weird like ceiling clip. I can't tell if it was a clip or not, but neither can I explain where exactly.
Do you mean at the start?
Here, I'll call it out. So, like right here, watch the ceiling clip. Was it a clip or not? I can't tell.
No, I think he crouched for like a frame and then just got under it.
Oh, okay, that's right.
The speed is insane though. That's leagues better than even on.
Yeah. It doesn't look like. I mean, obviously it does look a lot faster, but it doesn't look like majorly different.
Yeah, it just
It takes
I
the
don't know.
top route towards the end, but apart from that, one frame crouch confirms Capcorp.
Okay, that is going to be number 3 for us here. The round number 3. Quick little preview.
Yeah. We haven't seen this map yet, so we don't know which way to go, but we can discover it together.
So
So whose
according
map is
to
this?
the website, this has rockets and plasma.
Good.
A couple of strafe pads at the start. Into, I would assume, drop down.
It's a battlesuit trigger. And rockets. Let's go.
Oh, this is. Oh, it's by Megatech. Okay. Megatech's been around for a long time. I remember he made maps for like DFWC 2007 and 2005, I think.
If the Wayland Yutani Corp and Umbrella Corporation are in together on this, we are genuinely fucked. Humanity is at a downfall. Ooh,
Quick little pick me up.
yeah.
Attention to detail on this map is just phenomenal. Megatech is just a crazy, crazy good and organized mapper overall.
Yeah, I was gonna say the visual like fidelity on this map is insane. It's also like the good kind of visual fidelity. It's simple where players have to interact with the environment and everything else is visually fleshed out.
Hey, it's a med kit. I love med kit.
Oh God.
Jesus, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, this is a room.
Looks like a single player level. Slick, perhaps.
I
Seems
can't
like
tell
it.
while I'm in no clip, but maybe. Oh no, is this a door? My worst enemy.
Try pressing that button on the right.
You can
Might just be a secret.
you can no clip.
Not while in
Inspect.
spec, no.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I need to be in. I need to be playing.
Oh,
Oh,
are we
well,
gonna
that's
see your
Technically
first
not no
playthrough?
clue, you know, but
Yeah. There's some of the map.
yeah.
Just
The
get out
door.
of spec and no clip.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
this should be in VQ3 because I just opened dev map.
Oh yeah, you could have safe paused.
Oh,
That's
too
fine, though.
it's too advanced for me. Yeah. I can go slightly quicker by doing that. So what's up here, right?
Yeah.
Just
This
get some
big
more
room.
time to appreciate the visuals in this map.
It is
Hey.
a door. Okay.
Oh, donation board.
Oh,
Big money.
$7,404. That's crazy.
There he is.
In 2014, people were saying DeFRaG was dead.
In
Oh shit.
2017,
No, what the fuck?
Yes. I love it.
I never even noticed that. That's hilarious.
Who the fuck is David?
Yeah, I mean, I don't take any responsibility for whatever any of this is.
I
Nothing
wonder
to
if
do with
that
If that's the
Discord.
silver Discord, it's nothing to do with me.
Can someone call that number and ask who David is?
It's got to
Hey,
be a
what's this?
reference to one of the movie universes, I think.
First DeFRaG car level?
Ah, GMT rejoices. Driving on the right side, though. It's not right.
Yeah, this
I
map
really
seems
hope
long.
that I really hope you have rockets here.
Yeah, but then again, you have those
Well, we
curved
have
walls,
rockets here,
no?
at least.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, that's definitely a stack, though.
Yeah, it gotta be. What's that billboard up there? Behind you.
Well, that's yeah.
Are you really the best? I like that logo. That looks nice and clean.
Yeah.
That slogan is ancient, by the way. I think that was the first DFWC already.
Yeah, I've heard it before.
Is this
Is that the
the
end?
finish? Well, I mean,
I
it's
don't
purple.
think so, because there's
No,
a...
No, it's
you get
plasma.
plasma.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Not a med kit.
Yeah.
I actually never noticed that either. It must have been something new he added.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
the
the
end.
end, though.
There we go. And I think, no, yeah, just purple.
This map is huge.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
All right, well, that's what you have to look forward to for the next stream.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking this map out. This looks so good. Like the visuals here are amazing.
Yeah, again, shout outs to Megatech, the mapper.
There we go. This is the room I wanted to end on.
All right.
So yeah, that's all we have. Thank you once again, Donald, for joining us on commentary, and of course, Puni. What an amazing round 2 map. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure. And congrats to everyone who participated.
Would we like to do a quick sweep of the top 30 times, just because we didn't see it written down?
Sure.
Yeah, why not? Have a quick look. Shout outs to all these massive gamers and the top 30. All the ET players, for sure. Okay, Redman, thanks for the sub. All right, I want to get grinding this new map, so I think we'll call it there, shall we?
Sounds good to me.
Yep. Thank you everybody for watching, and we'll be back next week. See you then. Have a good one. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye bye.